and by later I mean moments later. Okay, so we got halfway through all of that earlier. So now we need to make the actual difficulty menu, because that was our objective, and we didn't do it. And then I have to handle this. I have something in plan for that, or something planned for that. Okay, so it's in here. That's what I need to be doing. Okay, so we're gonna draw some rectangles. Draw a rectangle. How big was our window? This is gonna be at 5. Cutting off there. What's your deal? Why does it feel like it cuts off right? Oh, it's because of the window gizmos. I have a minimum height, or minimum width that I have to work with, which is 200. That makes more sense. Okay. Alright. Now we got our little game. And then if is mouse button pressed, mouse button left, int mx equals get mouse x y. Okay. If mx is greater than, so all of them are going to be starting at 10. So m is greater than 10, and mx is less than 190. Okay, so this is going to get a little interesting because I'm going to put this down here. So now we're going to capture the y. I guess we can keep that as const to make that happen. Const. So now I'm going to put this to capture all possible x values, but I'm not going to put the y's in there also because I'm going to have to do each y separately. Right, so if we're within the x categories, right? And if my is greater than, what is this first one? 50. Greater than 50. And my is less than 80. 82, I guess. I'm going to group all of the buttons really quick. Is less than, what did I say that was? 30? 200? Okay, so if it's that, then, or you know what, I might as well just promote that. So make sure that we're not clicking on the logo. Basically, that's the only thing that this is checking. And now, we're going to branch. Int difficulty equals 0. So if my is greater than 50 and, well, I suppose that's redundant because it's already assumed that it's greater than 50. So if I could say my is less than it's less than 90. Difficulty equals 0. I could even skip that. Difficulty equals 1. It's less than. Now I have to do that. If it's less than 90, difficulty equals 0. If it's less than. Move my mouse. 90, 130. That's less than 130. That equals 1. If it's less than 170. Difficulty equals 2. And if it's less than to menu crate. No. Because I forgot to do this. Else. You want to see something cool? Actually, we're gonna do something fun. This plus this plus this plus this. If it's greater than this, if it's less than this, I'll do it backwards. It's greater than 50 plus actually, I don't even check that anymore. Cool. Is greater than 90. Oh, what did I do that for? Dumb. This is a fun little thing where I am accumulating based off of conditionals. I've done this before below, but if we're greater than 90, this is going to evaluate to a 1. If we are greater than 90, if we're greater than 130, we're automatically going to evaluate at greater than 90 as well. And if we're greater than 170, we're automatically going to do all of these as well. So that's how we're going to determine our difficulty. Isn't that neat? Okay. So our difficulty is going to be, what did I say easy is? It's a 10 plus 5 times difficulty. There we go. Where's roll call? So int row call equals 10 plus 5 times all of this. Isn't that neat? I just noticed Flux kicking in again and making my screen super orange. I hope that's not too distracting. So if I click easy, all of these should be false. So it's going to be 0. 10 plus 5 times 0. Oh, I clicked. Oops. Okay. 10 times 10. Great. If I click medium, I clicked on a bomb, but that's okay because I'm going to have to set a toggle for like a menu grace period. If I hit 20 times 20, you can see it works. Does that make sense? Was that articulated well enough? Right. So my is greater than 90. I'm going to show it again. Just because I don't want to be saying gibberish, you know. So right here is a 50. This is where my mouse is right here. Y equals 50. So if I come here and I click in here, this is 50. This is the end of the button. This is 80. Right. So if I click here, this is going to be false, and this is going to be false, and this is going to be false. 0 plus 0 plus 0. 5 times 0. 5 times 0. 10 plus 5 times 0, which is 0. 10 plus 0, 10. If I click here, right here is 90. If it's greater than 90, I'm going to be at a 1. But this is going to be 0. 1 plus 0 plus 0 is 1. 5 times 1 is 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. You feeling me? Right here. Right here is about 130. And then if I click anywhere in here, it'll be 130 is true. Greater than 130 is true. And this is true. That's 2 plus 0 is 2. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. Hey! Math. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But if I click somewhere, I have a problem where it consumes that mouse event. So I just have to fix that real quick. Should we start? Hey! Alright. Is mouse button pressed? Alright, so then once we go to there, I've set the current state of this. Go all the way down here. That. Switch to the handler for game play. Minesweeper. I'm really liking how this is coming along. I want to have a button somewhere where you can go back to the difficulty selection menu. But we have not arrived there yet, so don't you worry. So these are all done. Difficulty menu is done. Yeah, boy. But I do need to hold input until it's released. So handle click, and if is mouse button released, mouse button left. What we're gonna do is set some some data dot crossover. What do we want to call that? Transition grace equals 0. And now I just have to define transition grace up here. Int transition grace. That is quite the large structure I got going on there. 48. That's not so bad. It's game over. I could probably even make that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to put you through that. So we're going to skip that. I'm not even going to tell you what it was. I'm sorry, spacing out. If we're within the possibility of clicking on a item, we're going to say data dot transition grace equals 1. I'm not even going to move that down here. Okay. Current state, and then we come back over, and then handle click. Handle click is if data transition grace not transition grace. So if it's 0, then we're going to do that. Great. I could probably multi-line this. Okay. I guess that's just how it looks now. There we go. Okay. Moment of truth. Easy. And it worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. Hell yeah. And this also happens to fit quite nicely. Only I want this box to... Oh, that text is drawing over everything. That game over needs to show up on top. You know what? I've decided that, unfortunately, that's fine. that's really all I can be bothered with right now. So I was thinking about doubling it up with a white. Sure. I think we might do well. See what people... Oh, I don't want to... Yeah, let's take a look at this.
Minesweeper.
I am not actually going to play this whole video. If you guys want to catch up. So go watch Triple S Games How to Play Minesweeper, and then watch Buffington's How to Play Minesweeper. Watch these two videos. And I'm not going to play someone else's video, because this guy's probably trying to make a living. So we'll reconvene after I have watched it. Alright, so I'm back. He didn't say it, but I did notice something very interesting. I'm just going to try to find a screenshot here. I guess he did say it, but if you click on any of these green spaces, that's what causes the flood fill. If you click on a space with a number in it, it does not flood fill. So that's what I was missing. Because it was way too easy, right? Or, I don't know, random, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. I didn't know the rules, and now I know the rules. It's like trying to implement chess without knowing the rules, you know? So that's what we're going to do. Big shout out to Triple S Games. Thanks a lot. I didn't actually wind up watching the Buffington video, but hey man, let's give it a go. So what we're going to do in flood fill is I lost it. Randomize flood fill. So you know what? We don't actually even need that. I was trying to make something fancy, like a wave or something like that, but we don't need it. So let's just put that back. Sorry, bud. I didn't mean to disturb you. Alright, so now what we're going to do, if it's checked or bad, or data squares sub y times grid row call plus x, and what would I call it? Neighbor's mask? Thank God I set that up earlier. That would have been a nightmare to figure out without it. Let's see what that looks like now. Oh, of course. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Okay. So we don't want to return 1. We want to do just the... So I wanted to click right there. Okay. So we want to flood fill up to... Okay. So we're going to check, and then we're going to get out of the neighbors. We're going to do the neighbors check. If data squares... I did it again. Squares y times grid row call plus x, and... Did I do that? Oh, I'm stupid. I already had it on my clipboard. Dumb. Return 0. Alright. Let's see what that does now. 3. Oh, okay. 3. Okay. 2. Oh my god. 1. 3. Alright, so I'm gonna go in this direction. 1. It's probably one of these two. This one. Oh, I think it's this guy. 3. Okay. So this feels a lot more like... Oh, shit. So that's 1. So this is... Yeah, perfect. Okay, so that's what I was missing. Awesome. Alright. Okay. So that feels like a lot like Minesweeper. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I should probably also... If your flags get erased, Every time you click, it'll recalculate flags. How about that? Okay, so now we have gameplay. Now we have a real thing. I'm not fighting with this anymore. We're just tweaking it. Oh, this is awesome. That is legitimately exciting. I know that you're just watching a video, but I just did that. That's crazy, dude. And you can do stuff like this too. You just have to sit down and do it. And I know I kind of I just knew a lot of this stuff already, and I was able to work my way through it. But if you don't know how to do that kind of stuff, this is how you learn. You just do it until it works. Let's do number to flag divided by 5. How's that sound? Just to kind of make it a little bit less egregious. 20 out of 100 doesn't sound bad to me, right? Ooh, that was a good one. All right. So this one is obviously there. This whole area. Oh no. So let's go through and just tidy ourselves up a little bit. A current state. So if I hit escape, I want to go back to the menu. If is key pressed, escape, key escape. Current state, point dereference, current state equals 0. But I also want to set window size to menu width, menu height. Okay. Oh, but that raises a new problem, where now I have to malloc. So what I'm going to do is data dot squares equals 0, because that was our condition down here. Oh, sorry, not 0. Shit. I don't want to. That's a memory leak. I almost just made a memory leak. I want to free that. Right? Yeah, I want to free that. Just because it only happens once. I don't mind. Can I do that? Free. Okay, and then when I come through here, squares equals 0. Let's try that. I don't know if that will work. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to hit escape. Oh, set close, set exit key to none. Key none. Key F24. F12. Just F4. Is there, just for fun, unset, disable. No. Alright, that's fine. Whoops, alright. Easy, escape. Oh, I know why. I need to clear background black. That's why it's doing that, I think. Because of the back buffer, right? Is that what that's called? This? Escape. Yeah. So it's switching between the two, the back buffer and the regular buffer, or swapping the back buffer. Hard, escape. Easy, escape. Dispatch. Oh, Win32 did not like that. Segfault. So, alright, I figured that would happen. So, what we're going to do is, first of all, not that. We're not going to do that. If this is pressed, we're not going to free this because I don't want to realloc that. So what we're going to do is go like this. And then when it goes through to current state again, where's current state? Right here. So instead of row call, so 10 plus 5 times up to 3. 10 plus 15 is 25. Right here. 625. Let's just save that one-time cost. So this, we're going to malloc the max amount, and we're only ever going to be using row call anyway, right? So we won't ever step outside of the bounds of that. So we're going to go to hard, escape, medium, escape, easy, escape, insane, escape, easy, that, escape, this one. Already resets and everything. This, the timer didn't reset, but that's easy enough to fix. So that just means when you hit escape, oh, and down here, I guess that is game started to 0. Basically, we gotta just take everything up in here. Yeah, we're gonna take every single thing in here. And we're gonna come on down to here. There you go. Like that. Elapsed. Nope. I don't see that. So game started is already done. Number of flag is already done. Flags placed equals 0. Is game over? I just did that one. Grid row call. That's done. Window width, window height, transition grace. Okay, good catch. Not me, the compiler. Good catch. Alright, easy. Everything looks fine. Click. Timer's going. Okay. Medium. Timer's not going. Good. Timer is going. Escape. Hard. Ooh, that feels so good. I'm a big fan of that. There it is. Yeah, I want to take a look at set window. Oh no shit. What's happening? Oh shit. What the hell? You can set the window opacity to 0, I guess. That's fun. Alright, what else can we do? I'm just gonna set window. Focused icon, icons, monitor, opacity, position, state, title, max. Oh, you can set the title too. And I don't need any more of that. State. What is state? Raylib, sheet. Set window, state. Configuration state using flags. Okay, what are the flags? Where is that? Was it get window state? Get window state. Get window. Ooh. No. Get window, or sorry, set window state. Window state. Okay, so I'm gonna steal that. Go to this. Set window state. Alright. In this file, what did I say this was? Window related function. rcore. rcore. Set window state. Why is it commented it out? That's weird. Set config flags. Okay. View flags. Case sensitive, match case. View flags. External conflict flags. Config.h. Flags. No. Full screen, resizable, undecorated. Flag window undecorated. Okay. Set window config. Set config flags. That's cool. It just kind of lives where it lives, though. That's kind of evil. Yeah, oh well. Whatever. Okay. Sorry, I don't even remember where I was going with that. Do I want to do seed? I don't really care about seeds, I'm going to be honest.